Hi, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I have a cold, so my voice is a little raspy. Today I am doing my wrap up for October. I am going to be using my trusty reading journal, and I'm going to share with you the 5 books that I completed in the month of October. I was hoping to finish more than 5. I am in the middle of 2 other books that I am majorly involved in, so I will share with you what I didn't complete at the end. So, okay, what did I complete? The 5 books that I completed was a one nonfiction, one horror book, no, actually 2 horror books, one YA, and one adult historical fiction. So, the first book that I completed in the month of October, and I read this one really quickly. I got it from Amazon, and I read it from cover to cover. It took me 2 days to read it. It was really, really good. The book is called The Only Alien on the Planet, and it looks like this one. And I gave this one 4.5 stars. This was recommended for me to read. It was 240 pages, and Rebecca, the book nut, awesome book nut, she recommended that I read it, and I really, really enjoyed it. It is about child abuse. I did not cry while reading this book, but I really, really liked it. It was very heartbreaking, and again, I read it from cover to cover really quickly, 4.5 stars. The next book that I read was a nonfiction book. I'm trying to read more nonfiction. Of course, November will be nonfiction month, but I'm trying to read more nonfiction. And the book that I read was The Joy of Less, The Minimalist Living Guide, and it is by Francine J. I can't even see it. The book looks like this. Yeah. So I gave this one 2 stars. I think I listened to this on audio. I'm not quite sure because I didn't note it in my book. It was 298 pages long. I brought Fly Lady back into my house. I'm trying to declutter my house, so I did a lot of decluttering in the month of October, and I also moved my office from upstairs to downstairs. So I was in that decluttering type mood, and that's why I read this book. She is a minimalist, where she gets rid of everything. There was one point that she gets rid of her bed and she sleeps on the floor, and I thought that was like totally crazy and unrealistic. If I mentioned that to my husband, oh, I'm getting rid of our bed, he'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? So yeah, I thought that was really unrealistic. And another thing is I can't get rid of my books, so yeah. But it was okay. I gave it a 2 star. Okay, so the next book that I picked up, and I wanted a creepy read, and this one was suggested by Sylvia, and I don't know her name of her channel, but I watch her on YouTube, and I picked it up. I got it from Amazon, I think. No, I think I took it out from the library because I don't own the book. It's called Come Closer by Sarah Gran, and here you are. That's what the book looks like. And I gave this one 5 stars. This one is 194 pages, really, really short book. Yeah, I requested it from the library. This book sucked me in, and it wouldn't let go. It's like I started the book, and I didn't want to read anything else except for this book. It is about demon possession. It was very, not scary, it was creepy. And it does have... it's like having a demon next to you, like a ghost type thing. It was kind of spooky, and I did enjoy it. It actually grabbed me. As I said, I couldn't put the book down, and that doesn't happen very often. I usually have a very bad attention span, and I jump from book to book, but this one I read from cover to cover. 5 stars, highly recommend it. It also has mental illness in it, mental health, so yeah. So it was really, really good, and I also put it in my favorites. The next book was another creepy read. Well, it was supposed to be creepy, and I took a classic out from the library. It's called The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson, and it looks like this one here. and I was hoping to like this. It's supposed to be a creepy haunting house, but it was not scary at all. I listened to it on audio. I didn't like it at all. There was no creepiness at all to it, and I gave this one star. I don't know why everybody likes it. Maybe if I physically read it, but themless, it wasn't creepy or scary or anything. So yeah, so I gave it 1 star. Okay, the last book that I finished today, I know it's November, but I wanted to finish it and include it for my October wrap-up. I finally finished it. It is a book by Kristin Hannah, and this is the first time I read Kristin Hannah, and I know I have a lot of her books, but I haven't read anything. This is about World War II. It's The Nightingale, and it looks like this one. And I gave it 4.5 stars. It would have been a 5-star read for me. However, when I read a book, I read from word for word, and I do not skip words. And there was a lot of French words in here, and because I do not speak French and I couldn't understand what the heck she was talking about, because it would be dialogue, they would be talking back and forth, and they were like merci and all that. I'm like, okay, I know that's thank you, I think. But otherwise, all the other French words that were in the book, I was getting annoyed because I can't look up every single word while I'm reading, and that it just annoys me. But once I skip over those words, that's why I dropped it down a 1/2 star. The story was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. It's about 2 French sisters who live in France, and they are Catholic. And they go through the Holocaust time, and they have the Nazis and all that. It was really, really intriguing story, heartbreaking at times. I was reading the end of the story in Dunkin' Donuts, and I did have some tears. I tried to hold it in because I was in a public place. It was a really good book, and I highly recommend it if you like historical fiction. So that is my wrap up for the October. And what did I physically start and not finish? Well, you all know that I started Winter, and I did not finish it. I got very, very far, but my audiobook expired from the library, and I had to return it. Yes, I own the physical book, but I didn't have time to read the rest of it, and I got really, really far, because look how far I got. I am on 695, so I still have a little bit more. I was hoping to count it for October, but it's not happening. And yeah, it's like a 2-3 star for me. Sorry. Yeah, this whole series was up and down for me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the narration, because I listened to the whole thing on audio. It might be the narration. And again, I'm sorry for my raspy voice. And the last book that I started and almost completed was Replica. And I am definitely going to be finishing this for November, because I am in the middle of it. I read very far. I read on Lila. Is this Lila? On Lila, I read up to chapter 11, and then on Gemma, I read up to chapter 11. So I got pretty far. I don't have much more to read, so I'm going to continue this in the month of November. So also November is nonfiction month, so I will be picking up more nonfiction. I'm hoping to also finish my ABC challenge. I think I need 6 more books. It's cutting it close. I don't know if I'm going to make it for December, but I did get a Q book. So let's see if I finish that one and go on to another alphabet letter. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye.